Hello there, beautiful Leo. This is Miss Joan, Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill. I'm here to talk to you about the 12th through the 18th of March. Thank you for coming back. And if you're new to my channel, I really appreciate you coming to check me out, see what's going on. And if you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. I post videos once a week. Excellent. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video. If you haven't seen it, go back and look. It's great. I'm programming these cards for you for more in-depth information. And now we'll go ahead and lay out some more cards and see where we get to. All right. Last week was interesting. Finished up with a little wanderlust. Not surprising. And as we had mentioned in the overview video, the message I was getting for you specifically was that you have the power of choice, and you've made choices in the past that you've been pondering whether or not that was a great choice or not. It's been real interesting to see this month unfold, and you're making new decisions and new choices, and also stepping back in different ways. Last week you did a little stepping back project, even though you had the power. You were like, well, maybe I won't play with it as hard as I could, and I'll just let you play with yourself for a minute and see what happens. Interesting. New approaches, right? Interesting new approaches. So we have the Two of Wands here. The Two of Wands is telling me that yes, indeed, you have an opportunity presenting, a new doorway. Maybe other people have seen your performance over the last two weeks and said, hey, check it out. We should get that guy or girl, by all means, and get them involved with this. But you're feeling a little bit unclear. We have the Bat. The Hanged Man is here to say, guess what? I'm not feeling 100% about that. New truths and perceptions. You have had an awakening over the last 2 weeks about what it is to be out in the other world, doing your thing and being the one in charge, doing all that pointing and stuff, and you're like, oh my God, I remember the drama of all this. I remember the intensity of doing all this, feeling unsupportive and feeling like everything is on my shoulders. I do remember the pressure. Oh, joy. And it's making you feel funny things because you're in the Two of Pentacles, which is the porcupine. Balance of work and play. Yes, you prefer to be able to be more playful at your job and not have to be quite so serious. And by you've seen the benefit of not being in charge. And it's so interesting for you. You're like, well, I really like being in charge, and I really like not being in charge, and you're very confused, so you're conflicted. You're all over the place about it. You're trying to find your balance. You're trying to find your place in this situation. Trying to make some new decisions about what you're going to do. The Queen of Cups is here. This is an emotionally based feminine energy person who's going to rear their heads and say, don't go. So they're going to have they're going to play on your emotions. They're going to play on your guilt. They're going to play on your feelings. You have to make your own decisions for sure. The Five of Pentacles is here, reminding you that you have to remember to examine life's lessons with the mouse, okay? Examining life's lessons. So appreciate what that is. The Five of Pentacles, of course, is talking about you're paying attention to your money and how you're handling your money, and maybe getting advice about it, right? So you're not doing whatever you're doing without getting advice. However, her advice is, don't go! So that's emotional. That's emotional. But you're actually needing to look at it from the King of Pentacles right here. King of Pentacles is right here, saying the gorilla, strength, nobility, and generosity. So if and when you decide to listen to this lady and her emotional self, I'm going to suggest something interesting where you approach her with the vibe of the Godfather. To say, if I do this, I'm doing you a favor and you're going to owe me. That kind of a thing, right? You're going to want to do it from a place of strength to say, I see you. I see you need me. And when you need me, guess what? There's benefits. There have to be benefits. So make sure you're getting what you feel you're worth, and that they understand that you're doing them a solid by doing this. This is not just a, oh, thanks, I really needed a place to be kind of moment. It's more about them needing you than the other way around, all right? You have options, so they're asking you not to go. Be careful. Be careful what you choose. Oh, look, we have the Hangman again. Hangman twice. Hangman here is telling us, of course, don't get hung up. Don't get hung up. And that could mean that you don't, if you know in advance that this person is going to guilt you into staying, you're not going to get much more out of it. You're going to be doing what you do, and you either got to get right with what you're deciding or get right with deciding something else, okay? And don't get hung up on the fact that, if you're deciding to walk away, then you can't get hung up on the emotions of that. It's like, too bad, so sad. Gotta go. Bye. But know it. Know that you're doing it. Know that you're choosing it. Know that you're doing it on purpose. And that's okay. It's okay for you to make choices that are good for you and healthy for you. Absolutely. As well as if you choose to stay, this is a choice. Don't get hung up on that choice that says, hey, I chose to sit in this pile. If it's a pile, acknowledge that it's a pile and you're choosing to sit in it and that you chose it. Fine. I have this place. It's perfectly adequate. It's not, it affords me a chance to play. Porcupine. It affords me a chance to not be all in charge. I appreciated the opportunity to be in charge for a week or two, and I appreciate the chance not to be in charge at all. So, you're making choices. You have to accept your choices and appreciate them and stick with them, and don't hang up. Don't get resentful about people. If you choose to stay with her, don't get hung up. Don't get resentful of her. And if you choose to leave, don't get hung up on the resentment that she will have for you when you leave. Laters. Right? So, this is a combination situation. The Lovers, is your next card down, and it's telling me that part of your solution is a partnership at home, a partnership in your heart, a Lovers, right? This is your life partner situation. Fertility and spiritual choice. Yes, this is not just a physical choice or financial choice. This is going to be a spiritual choice for you. What fulfills your spiritual self completely and for the duration. And if you need it to be better or worse or different or whatever, fine. Make some choices, make some decisions, but be ready to sit with it and be okay with it, right? No beating anyone up after you make your choice, okay? Now, the King of Cups is here. Dragonfly, trust in the power of light. So you're looking outside for new information to help you come to a decision. Maybe you need to do some meditation. This is also an emotionally based male that you trust, who has your back, who can and will talk you through what this option is, so that you can look at the pros and the cons and figure it all out. Maybe some writing, I don't know. But if you do all these things and come up with your true answer for yourself, I think a pro and con list would be really amazing right now. I know, very hands-on, I know, but sometimes that we need to do, all right? Get hands-on, look at what you want, what you need, and then look at the pro and the con lists, and if all the wants and needs are on one column or the other, then now you know which way to go. So you'll be all right. This is going to be okay. Take your spiritual guidance from your friend, King of Cups. Know that you're going to get the information you need, And then you can step through this gateway, whether it's the gateway back to where you came from or the gateway to somewhere new. You will be ready, and you'll be able to step through it with confidence. Okay, Leo? That is all that really matters right now, is being able to step through this gateway with confidence, knowing that you're choosing what you want and you're going to get what you want. Okay? Excellent. Good for you, Leo. Good choosing. Good business. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you. Like and share. And I will talk to you next about the 19th through the 25th. Thank you.